Happy 2025 once again. Do you know that the second Friday for January is known as Quit Friday? I did not know that until I recently saw an ad on TV that said that the second Friday for January, that is when quite a few people will release or let go of their New Year resolution. And I am thinking that while recording this session, I'm thinking that by the time you're listening to this particular session, it will be the Thursday before the second Friday of January. Now, I am not going to count the very first week of January, that Friday, because for majority of us, if not all of us, January actually start on January 6th. So the second Friday for January, for this context, will be January 17th instead of January 3rd. And I thought that it will be appropriate for me to record a short session about Quit Friday. Okay, we are not going to quit on this second Friday of January for the year because of what I'm going to share with you. So today's topic, we're going to talk about focus on the day, not on the year. As you probably can hear in my voice that I am suffering from a cold, so I can't really speak for extended period of time. So even though I would love to give you more information or a longer session, I probably will have to cut this really short in order for me to be able to catch my breath. All right, so let's start. What do I mean by focusing on the day and not for the year? As we make our New Year resolution, it's called New Year resolution. It's not called New Month resolution for a reason. New Year resolution is basically what you want to achieve for the year, right? So the irony here is, even though we say it's a New Year resolution, we are not expecting the result to show in a year. We are expecting the result to show in a month, believe it or not. And I want to bring your focus to that, the time frame to see a result. It's called a New Year resolution because it's a new goal, all right? Unless you have a very specific timeline that you want to achieve that goal, which you need to indicate on your New Year resolution. And surprisingly, not many people will do that. And the interesting thing is, not many people will actually put a deadline when they want to see the results of the New Year resolution. But inwardly, subconsciously, emotionally, they expect to see the results as soon as possible, even though if you take the time to really look at the goals that you have set for the New Year resolution, it's something, or it could be something, I would say majority of the time, it will be something that is going to require more than a month to achieve. So the reason why that is the second Friday of January is called Quit Friday is there is a misalignment of the actualization of the goal versus the effort required to achieve the goal. And I want you to look at the big picture that this goal is achieved over an extended period of time. And when we look at how long it's going to take to achieve the goal, you need to give a timeline when you want to achieve the goal. And the timeline needs to be broken down into very specific deadline, which is by the quarter, okay, or by half a year. So annually, semi-annually, to the quarter, to monthly, to weekly. When you look at something in a general perspective, it becomes a little vague, all right? So if you are thinking that I want to lose 10 pounds this year, I use weight because that seems to be the common resolution that many people will make at the beginning of the year, including myself, okay? Like, you want to lose 10 pounds by the end of 2025. We have to be so intentional of not looking at the 10 pounds without a definite timeline when you want to lose the 10 pounds. When we say that we want to lose 10 pounds in 2025, 2025 starts on January 1st, okay? And for some people, they may want to lose 10 pounds by January 31st, 2025. Is that realistic? 100% if you use certain medicated method and you lose weight very, very fast. But if you are using the traditional method, then it's going to take time. So when I am thinking about not focusing on the year, focusing on the day, right? We have to ask ourselves, all right, if I want to lose 10 pounds, what needs to happen? How much do I need to lose every month? Okay. How much do I need to lose every month? How much do I need to lose every week? And what do I need to do in order to get to that goal? So when you look at it from a general perspective, which is looking at it by the year, you are thinking, oh, I have one whole year. Okay. I have whole 12 months to lose that 10 pounds. You are sort of not holding yourself as accountable as you should because you don't have a specific plan on how much to lose per month and what needs to be done each month, each week, each day in order to lose the amount of weight. Same thing with money. If you say that you want to make an additional $120,000 this year, okay? That means you are looking at it from a general perspective. This year, I want to make an additional $120,000, right? And Quit Friday comes, right? And you're thinking, oh my God, $120,000 and the first 2 weeks has already passed and I haven't even increased $1. All right. In fact, more money is going out than money is coming in. It feels like a huge mountain to climb. But if you break it down and look at it day by day, okay? Look at it day by day. If you divide the $120,000 by 12 months, there's 12,000, that is a $10,000 per month. $10,000 per month is equivalent to how much per week divided by 4? That's equivalent to $2,500 per week, okay? If you really want to go down to the details, you take $2,500 per week divided by 7 days. That's $357.15 a day. Now, if you take the time to do this math, the $120,000 by the end of 2025 doesn't look so daunting because right now, you just have to focus on the day. You have to make $357.15 per day in order, okay, to hit $2,500 a week, all right, in order to hit $10,000 a month. So that's the reason why I say don't focus on the year. Focus on the day. Because if you focus your time, your energy, your resources, and your daily actions, okay? If you are extremely intentional in terms of strategy and energy-wise and resources-wise, to focus on the day, you know exactly how much you need to make, $357.15, all right? And if you know that your service costs at least $1,000 each time, if somebody wants to hire you, you just have to close how many? One deal, okay? One deal a day, one event book a day is able to cover at least 2 days of revenue already. That is like $700 over, right? So if you just break it down that way, instead of focusing on the year, which is a big number, big goal, focus on what do you need to do every single day. Because your actions that you are taking every single day is going to surmount to the amount of actions that you're taking every single week, which is going to add up to all the actions you're taking for the month, which eventually will add up to the quarter, to biannually, to annually. When you look at it from the year basis, you give yourself too much leeway to slack, all right? Interestingly, you give yourself too much leeway to slack because you think that you have a lot of time to go achieve that goal. But then you, at the same time, is expecting to see the results while you're slacking. That's why the Quit Friday quote comes up, all right? Because we are misaligned with how long it's going to take to achieve that goal and how soon you're going to see that results. And I want you to bring back your focus and be extremely intentional on really breaking down your yearly goal into smaller time frame. And then with the smaller time frame, which is your goals broken down into smaller goals based on a smaller time frame, okay, or shorter time frame, then you're able to devise your plan, okay? You're able to make strategies and also list down the tasks, your to-do, your success list, okay? And the actions to take every single day. And it's easier for you to track your progress as well and to hold yourself accountable that did I do what I'm supposed to do today in order to have the potential to make $357.15 today, all right? But if you look at it from an overall perspective, you're thinking that I have 365 days to work on making $120,000 a year. It's okay that I slack here and there. It's okay that you take a break. But know that when you take a break, that means when you come back, you should be more refreshed. That means you will be able to go double the speed, all right? And there's nothing wrong with taking a break, but you have to make sure that the break is intentional for you to rest, to reevaluate where you are in your goal tracking, all right? And what are the actions that you need to take in order to ramp up again. So in summary, I want you to really think about the goal, the New Year resolution. That goal is for the year, but break it down into a smaller goal, regardless whether it's making money or losing weight, and then break it down into smaller actions that you need to take. All right. It's not taking big actions to see big results. That's the misconception. All right. People always say, take the big leap, take the big leap. Now, the big leap, sometimes it works. Sometimes, in fact, a lot of times you'll fall flat on your face because the big leap is one big action. If you have not done something like that, you have no idea the action that you're going to take, which is the big leap, is going to yield that big result. But if you have taken small leaps, okay, small leaps which require small actions, you leap smaller, but you also fall not as painful, okay? Your failure, I quote failure, okay, that means you did not get the results that you think you're going to achieve within that period of time, may not be as devastating in terms of financial and emotional and mental, all right, compared to taking one big leap. So the bigger the leap, the bigger the disappointment, the bigger the fall. I strongly urge you to start looking at every single day. Focus on every single day. What can you do today? What can you do today? And what can you do today that is going to move you a little bit further along compared to yesterday? If you think of it this way, day to day, instead of the whole year, then you'll be able to track your progress more accurately and you'll be able to manage your expectation. And there is also a bigger sense of achievement. So it's not like all or nothing. So it's like going to the gym. You don't work out Monday to Friday, and then you go all out on the weekend, right? And you get so sore, and then you couldn't work out for the next couple of days. That result may not be as desirable as working out a shorter period of time, Monday to Friday, and then have a rest day on Saturday and Sunday. And I'm speaking from experience in terms of the fitness side because I have done both, right? And then eventually, many years ago, I decided that no, this is not worth the heartache. And in terms of disappointment, it's not worth the physical ache. So I might as well just train my body to work out every single day. Same thing for business. Instead of making one huge leap and say that I'm going all in for this, I have decided that, you know what? I'm going to just take action every single day so that when it comes to the big leap, okay, air quote, big leap, I'm ready because I have already done a lot of trial and error. I'm able to be accountable to the actions that I've taken. I'm able to track my progress, and it's not so daunting, all right? The goal is not so daunting. The big leap doesn't feel so scary because I have already taken small actions to reach the small goals, which are steps that will help me achieve the big goal. So in summary, I want you to take a look at your New Year resolution and stop focusing on what you need to do for the year. Start focusing on what do I need to do today, tomorrow, the day after. How did I do yesterday? What can I do differently today? Did I do good yesterday? If I did good yesterday, let's continue to do good today, duplicate the action to a point that, okay, I'm really good at this now. What can I add more tomorrow so that now I can really see a momentum? So it's a lot of repetition. It's a lot of reflection, okay? That's how we make the big money. That's how we make the big leap. That's how we can eventually see the results all of a sudden. Because right now, if you focus like this, your head down, looking at every single day, you are no longer looking at the big picture. And when you put your head up one day, after 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you realize that, wow, I actually have gone so much further compared to today. You have to take the big leap, and then you think about all the obstacle and all the things you have to do in order to do the big leap, and then you get discouraged and you do nothing, right? Okay, so hopefully this little pep talk or shake to reality is going to help you avoid doing the quit Friday. All right, I look forward to speaking with you again next week and listening or getting some comments from any one of you who's either watching this video or listening to this video, okay, to this podcast, sharing with me that you did not quit on Quit Friday. Talk to you again next week.